Good evening. How's your acting up? Not gonna protect you at all costs. Keep screw up whenever she wants. Eat the half sandwich in a few. Improvement as one does. To protect you at all costs. Keep you safe here in my arms. What happened to my sandwich? Promise as one does. Remind you. This smells so marijuana. How you doing? Good evening. Oh, it's only 3 days now. Something better than. How you doing? Say you what you. What the hell? What? Say W. Say. How you doing? Holiday race. You're funny. But your tongue won't flush. Hello, Jake, and yeah, I'm about to light it up in a minute. I can't really show it because YouTube is a pain in the ass. How you doing, Clip? Don't forget to like and subscribe. No, I'm not selling a Geico insurance. I'm not even selling insurance. What the hell is that shit? No. Nope, I don't have a match. I have a lighter. Woo! This lighter sucked. Woo! No, 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 no. course, somebody's gonna unsubscribe. Oh, you know I can see when people unsubscribe, right? So good ass weed. Yeah, let's get me to 250. I got 234 right now. Let's give me 250. Oh, some good shit. Yeah, that's annoying already. Stop doing that. I know somebody's doing that. I'm subscribing and subscribing. That's annoying. We don't play those games on this channel. That's childish. It's good. Just chilling here and just having a conversation. I have 233 subs. But some people like to play games. Because they think this is funny. You know? They act like children. You know? I'm 31. Look. $233. I need 1,000 subs to get fully monetized. Yep, 1,000. That only hours. Right there's 1,000 right now. I need 1,000. Right now I have 233. 233. Oh, I didn't go to the doctor. I went to see my therapist. My therapist was I was telling her how I was doing this stuff. She was nice. Well, they were nice, cause get what checked out. I don't remember. I didn't lie. I just said that. How you doing? I said I was gonna see if the doctor was available. How you doing, Gina's sweet girl world? Good thing is I did go to the bathroom today, and when I wiped, there was no blood. So it was probably ulcer, which healed. Who's top chef? Me, top chef? We don't talk like that, bro. Not on this channel. Oh, guys, please subscribe. Let's reach that 500. Let's try to get me to reach that 1,000 as soon as possible. The hours take longer than the subscribers. Or maybe the subscribers might take longer. I don't know. How do I cover my views? People just show up. Like once I monetize, I'll get. There's 3 ways. You talking to me, Christopher? So this is how you get So this is how you get paid. You get paid by memberships. You get paid by memberships, donations, and views. So whatever so you could YouTube allows you to. Oh yeah, and people purchase merchandise. So there's 4 ways. And so basically, memberships you can have up to 6 tiers. Donations is basically somebody sends donations, so people will send um a people will send like stickers, or what's the thing called on YouTube, what they call it, I don't know, super chats, or stickers. How you doing, John? Super chats or stickers. They do memberships too, and then you get paid by views. So for every 1,000 views, you get paid. Well, I didn't know that. So 1,000 views. So if I have them, and it goes up, it could go to scale. There's a scale. I think that averages between five. It could go up between for every 1,000 between $4, between $4 to $12. So for every 1,000 so it go up between $4 to $12. That's the average per 1,000 view. So let's say I have 1,000,000 subscribers. Obviously, I'm gonna have more views. Then you get paid merchandise. Why is it bad? Because people put fentanyl and stuff like that. That's why it's bad. So, then you have other things you like. So that's how you make money on YouTube. Who would sit on the TV and watch the couch? I don't have a couch. I'm on my bed. I haven't gained any subscribers in this on yet. On this live, but we'll be on 15 minutes. I do have 8 likes though. I appreciate it. Thank you for whoever's here. Oh yeah. Yeah. The reason I smoke weed is my neck pain, neck and back pain. Yo, Apple agrees to pay $95 million to help settle privacies. Yep. Should I buy what? The PS5 Pro? I've already have a regular PS5 and I barely play it. If you want to get monetized in 2025, this is what
If
you
you
gotta
feel
do.
like your small channel has been stuck in YouTube jail for what seems like forever, but you do want to break out and monetize that channel in 2025, this creator might have found the keys you've been looking for.
Even with 30 years of tech experience under my belt, I had absolutely no clue how to YouTube. Then in June of 2024, I had a video about ageism and being laid off that went really nuts.
How you doing?
Meet Sheila, a 54-year-old IT professional who went from losing her job, her career, in January of 2024 to becoming a YouTube content creator and monetizing her channel just a few months later. She had no previous experience before starting, and yet she's already getting results like this, which kind of makes you wonder, how is this possible? Well, fortunately for you and I, we have the full story here from Sheila. She's going to reveal how she monetized her channel so quickly, step by step. But first, let's find out a little bit more about this woman who you just can't help falling in love with.
Hey, my name is Sheila, and I am from beautiful Westminster, Colorado. After a layoff in January of 2024, I found myself smack dab in the middle of a trifecta of suck. And between a sluggish economy, jobs being outsourced rapidly, and facing the stark realities of ageism, I couldn't even land an interview. Starting a YouTube channel was something I had thought about for a long time. It just made sense to me. I have a lot to say, and let's face it, I'm a delight.
Oh, so delightful. The first thing I'm sure we all noticed about Sheila is that happy-go-lucky, infectious attitude,
but they don't make it easy
positive personality that just pours itself out onto the screen. I'm telling you, there is a lot to be said about just remembering to smile when you're talking to camera, and Sheila is a master of this. But anyway, let's discover how Sheila escaped this, let me get this right, trifecta of suck.
I published my very first video on my Laughlines channel May 9th, 2024, right after being laid off in January. It started as a way to process everything I was going through, the aging, the job loss, menopause. I was trying to figure out my next steps.
Who is Dom?
But it quickly became something much bigger to me. I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. All I knew is that I wanted to create something meaningful, and YouTube felt like the perfect platform to bring my voice to life.
Doesn't Sheila perfectly encapsulate what so many of us are trying to do on YouTube? Even if we have no idea what we're doing. We all have something that we want to share with the world, right? A passionate hobby, a challenging life experience, wisdom to spread, things that we know other people in the world will connect with to create these unforgettable bonds and relationships. And already within the space of just 2 minutes listening to Sheila, I feel as if she's accomplished many of these things. I understand her values, some of her vulnerabilities and her goals. And if you can establish connections as quickly as that,
so for those just starting, here's my advice of someone who's just been doing it for 6 months, okay? First of all, I think this is probably the most important thing. Just start with what you have and just begin. I had to wait until I had a mic, until I had this and had that, right? And It had to be perfect, and it
No,
wasn't
about it.
necessary. Use whatever tools that you already have, like your phone. Look for some free basic editing software and just start creating, right? You'll learn as you go. Please trust me on this. I had no clue what I was doing at first, and I figured it out by doing.
After doing YouTube now for over 15 years, this is one of the most common pieces of advice successful creators give. And for good reason. What you often see when you watch a YouTube video from a successful creator is the culmination of tens of thousands of hours of time, energy, and money spent on the technical aspects of the video. The camera, the microphone, good lighting, learning how to use a software editor inside and out. But as Sheila has just shared, most of this, when you're starting out, just isn't really that important. And why is that? Well, because your first few videos are likely to suck, irrespective of the audio and the video quality. You don't need some crazy YouTube setup to get you started. Yeah, I know what you're thinking, but it didn't always look like this. Now, usually you'll hear my voice from behind the camera when it comes to vidIQ videos. But for this one, it's absolutely necessary that I stand in front of a camera. You can make perfectly good videos with just a smartphone, a dedicated microphone, and some natural lighting from a window. The most important thing is that you take action. And Sheila is going to dive a lot deeper into this with her next tip.
You're going to find your voice by doing the thing, right? Your channel's vibe and direction will evolve as you create content. Don't get too hung up on making it perfect from day one. Looking back at some of my old videos, I can't believe that I haven't deleted them yet, but I'm keeping them out there because I want to see my...
Oops. I'm an idiot.
We take a few months of Sheila's videos. You can see that she was experimenting with a ton of different styles and formats. She was making videos about her life lessons, the menopause, and even walking her dog. But none of this was really clicking with her audience. It wasn't until she posted dozens and dozens of videos that she started to find content formats that were resonating with an audience she was targeting. So the two big lessons here are: don't overthink things and don't try to be perfect. You'll know my mantra, and I've been saying this for over a decade now: nothing beats experience. The faster you post, the quicker you will learn, and then you can start building an audience. But for Sheila, it wasn't just about being consistent that helped her to get monetized. She also had a secret weapon. Well, all right, maybe she had two secret weapons, because let's face it, that dog is really cute.
Now, when you can, try to collaborate or get a second set of eyes. Now, whether that's a coach, a mentor, or even a friend that will give honest feedback, having someone else look at your content is absolutely invaluable. They can spot things that you're too close to see, and they can help you refine.
This is by far my favorite tip from Sheila, because it has the potential to double, if not triple the speed at which you get monetized. Let me explain why. As we are all well aware, YouTube is a very solitary experience, which can be a good thing because it means you, the creator, have all of the control. But it can also be a double-edged sword. Often, when we come up with our own video ideas, we get stuck in our own heads. And this is where we can bury ourselves into a very deep rabbit hole very quickly. We start to think that because of one video idea, our audience are definitely going to like this, when in reality, they like this. Two very different things. And if you are 10, 20 videos, 3-6 months into your YouTube journey, you've probably already experienced this, have you? You get all excited about a video idea you think is perfect, you publish it, and then you wake up the following day and it is completely flopped. What you've done there, basically, and we're all guilty of this, including myself, is built yourself a creative echo chamber. But having a friend or a mentor who can give you honest and objective feedback,
I've hated being a shadow banned.
You'll be able to gauge whether or not your video idea, title, thumbnail, hook is interesting or just interesting to you. And this is what happened to Sheila when she unlocked that mentoring hack.
I was stuck at about 1,700 subscribers for what felt like forever. It was so freaking frustrating. Up until August or September, I was happy with the progress I was making, but then everything just kind of stalled. My momentum died. I was working really hard and I was being consistent. I was uploading at least 2 videos a week, but it wasn't paying off because nothing was clicking with my audience. By this point, I was really hoping that YouTube could become a revenue stream for me. My job hunt was going absolutely nowhere, and I was starting to accept that my old career might be over. So I had been binge watching every YouTube creator tutorial I could find. I attended free seminars. I followed all the right people. I had been doing all the things.
Mr.
I had
Beast
bought
has a lot of
vidIQ really
subscribers.
early on because I love the information they provided, and the browser extension was really helpful for understanding my channel's performance. All of that data just really played very well into what I had been doing for 30 years. I loved it. I geeked out on it. But what ultimately made the difference was their coaching program. I'd seen a few case studies about other creators who worked with their coaches, and I thought, you know what? I'm doing it. I'm doing it. It was really difficult decision because
my bad.
I have no job, but I reframed it in my head to just be a birthday present for myself. And I said, I'm doing just 1 month, because that's all I can afford, just 1 month. Well, here I am in month 2. My coach is absolutely amazing. I could not have done these last few videos without her, and all the things that I felt that were missing before, like that second set of eyes and another brain to collaborate with, they're finally here.
In a nutshell, finding a YouTube mentor works. I mean, the results speak for themselves. Take a look at what Sheila's been doing on the channel since she joined the vidIQ one-on-one coaching program. This is because the coaches here at vidIQ are experienced YouTube strategists
31.
who regularly help creators pick video ideas, titles, and thumbnails to increase the performance of videos. So if you would like your own mentor to talk about your channel on your terms, then check out the coaching program. I'll link it below, where there is a special discount. But I do appreciate that not all of you are ready to invest in a coaching program such as the one we have here at vidIQ, and that is totally fine. Finding a friend that is interested in your videos and your channel is still super valuable. They will certainly give you their candid feedback and opinion, and it is actionable, and it is free. But as I mentioned earlier, YouTube can be a solitary mission that only you are interested in the real world. And finding a friend that cares about it can be next to impossible. So I do have one piece of advice that you can all take advantage of. When you make a video, sleep on it. Do whatever you can to detach yourself from creating the content. And when you get back to it, you'll have a more objective eye and you can be self-critical on the video you made. You can do this right now, actually. Go to your channel and watch any video that is over a month old, and you'll have forgotten about 80% of what you did in making that video. That enables you to watch your own videos through the viewer's eyes, which are, in this case, a little weird.
Be consistent and patient. This is one of those do as I say things, right?
Yeah,
because
being consistent
I was totally
every day or every
consistent, but
couple times a day.
No, not so much. Not so much. Consistency is key even when it feels like you're not making progress, right? Just keep uploading, keep improving, and trust that growth takes time. I freaking know it's hard. I'm the most impatient person ever on the face of planet Earth.
I'm not a patient person as well.
Consistency. You know, it's one of those cliched pieces of YouTube advice that we here at vidIQ seem to be getting called out on more and more.
Here we go again. Another vidIQ video talking about being consistent on YouTube.
Yeah, you're right. But you do see the irony there, right? If we consistently say, be more consistent, and someday
Thank you.
Actually listen. It is great advice, but that doesn't mean it's easy.
Turn on that notification.
One of the hardest things to consistently do on YouTube. So to make things a little easier, I do want to add one more tip to Sheila's advice that will help you get through the harder times of this YouTube journey. I'm going to call it, somewhat tentatively, the 100 video strategy. This basically is a commitment to yourself that you're going to make at least 100 YouTube videos before you think about giving up. The reason this works is because it's going to take focus away from results and put it onto action that will help you grow your channel in the long term. For example, most creators, after maybe 10 videos, want to see views in the hundreds, if not thousands. And that is really hard to achieve. When that doesn't happen, they feel discouraged and are more likely to give up. And we're probably only a couple of weeks, if not a month, into the YouTube journey at this point. But if your goal to begin with is 100 videos, then you're not going to worry as much on whether your first few videos get 100 views or not. Now for you, maybe 100 videos is a little too ambitious when you only have time to publish one video a week. But I want you to get comfortable with the idea of giving yourself a video goal that allows you to breathe as a creator, to experiment, to learn, and not worry about 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. So think creator goals before audience goals. You can even make a game of this. Stick something to your wall and have a tally every time you publish a video, just knocking them off one by one. It will gamify the video making process a little bit and help you stay...
He's smart, this guy.
What is that word again? Oh yeah, consistent, even when the videos aren't performing as well as you might hope. And all of this leads perfectly onto Sheila's final monetization tip.
Finally, learn something with every video. Push yourself to try something new with every piece of content, whether it's editing, storytelling, or a new format. It keeps you growing and makes each video better than the last.
Yep.
Okay?
You betcha, Sheila, spot on. The creators that become obsessed with YouTube and are constantly pushing themselves learn things like storytelling, video editing, coming up with video ideas, and different video formats. These creators reach monetization milestones and start making money on YouTube faster. So I have a suggestion, and it's only going to take 1 hour a week or more if you want to. Instead of just creating all of the time, use that 1 hour to study these fundamental skills. And here's another great habit to get into as a new YouTube content creator. I kind of briefly mentioned it before, but it's all to do with self-reflection. So after every video you post, do the following. Write down the things you liked about your video. Write down what you didn't like, and then pick one thing to improve in your next video. And remember, give it a little bit of time before you watch that video. Maybe it's a week, 2 weeks, a month. If you commit to this routine and do it, here's that word again, consistently, then over time, you'll be blown away by the improvement you see in your videos. Now, if you only follow Sheila's advice from this video, it is a great first step to monetizing your YouTube channel in 2025. But if you do really want to fast track your YouTube growth, then I highly recommend you do check out the vidIQ one-on-one coaching program. You will be assigned your very own personal coach who will help guide you to making the right videos that get results for your channel. So if you're interested, it is linked on screen now, but I do have an extra little bonus for you. Sheila had a lot more to say about growing a channel and her own YouTube experiences. So we've uploaded the full video here, but it's unlisted, so you'll only be able to watch it from this link and nowhere else on YouTube. And thanks, Sheila, for taking the time to record this video for all of us.
That was nice of him. He didn't have to do that.
If you want to get monetized on YouTube and you're struggling to get your 4,000 hours of watch time, you need to watch this video. This is the only video you need to watch if you're someone who's been on the absolute struggle bus of trying to get that first 4,000 hours of watch time on YouTube and get monetized. So we're going to break this down. That 4,000 hours of watch time that you're looking for is 240,000 minutes of watch time in YouTube. The way we're going to break this down is we're going to figure out how long the length of your videos on average needs to be that you're uploading, because we're going to use the idea that most videos get 30% or less in terms of an average view duration. And I'm going to give you the calculations that you need to know, okay, here's how much content I need to upload, here's how many views I need to get, and here's what my average view duration needs to be in order to get those 3,000 hours of watch time or those 240,000 minutes of watch time. But let's start with a daily goal, shall we? Technically, if you really think about it, since YouTube, the qualifications are 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. If we're going for full monetization instead of the lower threshold of 500 subscribers and 3,000 hours of watch time, we want full monetization. What if you were getting 24 hours of watch time a day? You would actually accomplish getting monetized in YouTube in under 6 months if you were getting 24 watch hours per day. If you were getting 48 hours of watch time a day, you'd be able to accomplish the watch time for monetization in 90 days or less. So there are a couple of approaches you could use for this. What a lot of creators have done, even some of the creators I've coached have managed to do, is take advantage of YouTube live streaming and being able to get a live streaming audience, either by bringing people over through notifications on other platforms, or they've taken advantage of vertical live streaming, something that didn't exist before in YouTube, to go ahead and accumulate those watch hours. A lot of you don't realize that the vertical feed in YouTube, what we used to call the shorts feed, the vertical feed in YouTube also works for vertical live streaming, very similar to TikTok. And the watch time you get from the vertical live streaming feed counts toward your 4,000 hours for monetization or your 3,000 hours for the fan funding tier of monetization. So you can take advantage of this. And when I say that, all of a sudden, the idea of getting 10 hours of watch time, either through people watching a stream all the way through or through watching replays of a stream, doesn't seem nearly as daunting. Now, does it? Now, doing that daily is an intense grind, but I've known people to get monetized doing this and as little as 90 days, and in some cases 1 to 2 months, by building up that vertical live stream audience in YouTube because of how much the YouTube algorithm pushes the vertical live streaming. Now, something you do need to know is that YouTube Shorts do not count toward your watch time goals. The vertical live streams do, but the YouTube Shorts videos don't, including the up to 3-minute YouTube Shorts. I've actually done a video about 3-minute YouTube Shorts if you want to learn more about that. Our monetization goal here is going to focus around watch time instead of Shorts views. The vertical feed is not Shorts streaming, as people like to call it. It's just vertical video live streaming. That's all. It's just a live stream in vertical format. It counts toward the watch hours. Doing that would be one strategy you could use in order to get your watch hours. You do have to leave those videos public instead of unlisting them. And I would recommend that if you take this strategy, that you also make those videos for replay value instead of making them disposable. This absolutely works and is something that has been successful for a lot of creators, which is why more of them are getting monetized now. But it's not the only method. If you want to do non-vertical live streams, this method also works. You might have to, if you don't have somewhat of an audience build up, use other platforms to try to get traction on these live streams and get a few people to commit to viewing them from beginning to end. But if you can keep people entertained and occupied for 90 minutes to 2 hours on a live stream and do that on a regular basis, or do some kind of sprint, do a 30-day challenge, tell your community that you're trying to stream every day for 30 days. Let them know that you have a goal. This could actually help you and it could bolster support. And if you manage to do that, even a few dozen people getting on stream with you and staying on stream is enough to accumulate the watch hours because we broke it down by the math. Now, in terms of strictly long form content, let's go with the idea that you're gonna upload 2 long form videos a week throughout an entire year, and you're gonna make 100 videos for a year. You're going to target that, and you're gonna target 100,000 views for the year. If we're going that route,
how you doing?
A 3-minute to
It's been a while.
average view duration in order to be safe. The reason goes back to what I said about 240,000 minutes of watch time. If we have an average view duration of 3 minutes to 4 minutes across 100,000 views as our average, that gives us 300,000 to 400,000 minutes of watch time, which is more than enough because 300,000 minutes of watch time would give us the 5,000 hours of watch time, which gives us more than enough to be monetized. Even if not all of our views or videos qualified, we'd be within a margin of safety if we have to unlist or private some of those videos to get approved for the YouTube Partner Program. So that would be the key here. Overkill is our strategy.
Yep.
That's why we want to target that average view duration. So what that tells us is that the length of our videos,
Happy New Year,
probably not going to get people to watch 100%, 50%, 80% of our videos. What would be normal would be about 30, 35%. If that's the case, and we're looking for 3 minutes average view duration, that means we need our videos to be in a target range of over 10 minutes. Ideally, I would tell you 12 to 16 minutes, because then you have a higher margin of safety. Does every single video need to be 12 to 16 minutes?
Why you asked if I slept?
No. If some videos are better shorter, so be it.
Oh.
As long as you can optimize them to get higher average view duration, that's totally fine, totally valid. There are videos I've uploaded that are 2 minutes or less on this channel without being YouTube Shorts that get 100,000 views, like my green screen tutorial. And there are other videos that I've made that are 4 hours and get 100,000 views, even if it takes them a year. So videos of all lengths have historically succeeded on YouTube and can succeed on YouTube. We're just reducing this to a mathematical formula that makes it simple for us to have a set goal that we can try and hit. And we're trying to format our videos in a way that makes the math work for us, because as much as I know you want to express yourself or make your art or do these things, you're going to be more motivated to do it when it's paying you. So let's at least do the things that will help us get monetized on YouTube first.
Makes sense. How many hours? Now, let me see. Cause I know I'm getting on fire. Elevated higher. Fading to my bed, to my bed. Cause I know, yeah, I'm getting out of fire. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I got a lot of videos that are unlisted. Make sure you do everything public. Yeah. Make sure. I'm just changing my listing to public, because that gives me the watch hours. Make my, cause I know. It's just morning. Where are you from? How you doing? Oh, bless. My bad. Make my friend, make my friend. Cause I know make sure y'all watch my videos. Yeah, I'm making by the fire. Yeah, you make my friend, make my friend. Cause I know I'm making by the fire. Yeah. Oh, you're from there. Make sure you like and subscribe. Yeah. Yeah, by the far. Yeah, you know. Yeah. Yeah. You make I know. Cause I know. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I know. Somebody. You big could be my friend. Mm-hmm. You gotta get follow. Yeah, you know I'm going. Thank you. I appreciate it. Cause I know I'm big. Be my friend. Be my friend. How awful. Are you making tea? Tea's good. Cause I'm down. Oh, I stretch my leg. Cause I know. Be my friend. Be my friend. Cause I know. Yeah, you was here like a few minutes ago. By the fire. Baby, be my friend, be my friend, be my friend. Let's smoke some more. Cause I know. My friend, be my friend. Yeah, I'll make it, but. No, I only been on 49 minutes. Cause I know. 49 minutes. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Pimp. Cause I know. Oh, you beg me, be my friend, be my friend. Please like and subscribe. Be my friend, be my friend. I'm getting by the fire. Yeah, I'm going. Be my friend, be my friend. I know you want you to be my friend. I know. Cause I know. I know I'm going high. Yeah, I'm going far. Yeah, I know I'm going down. Cause I know. Cause I know. Who, what I'm doing? I was smoking, but I'm about to take my ADHD meds. Cause I know. Drinking what? What the fuck is that? I don't drink unless I want to end up in the hospital. Cause I know. My friend, be my friend. Cause I know. I'm leave by the fire. Yeah. Cause I know. Be my friend. No. Cause I know. I'll be it by the fire. Yeah. Cause I know I'm going high. Oh, yeah. Cause I know. Be my friend, be my friend. Cause I know. I think I'm going high. Yeah. I'm going by the fire. Yeah. No release video. What the fuck?
Cybertruck explosion investigation. Let's listen in. I'm live now from Fox.
My name is Kevin McMahill. I'm the sheriff for the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. Over the last couple of days, since the bombing and death of the individual inside of the Tesla at Trump Towers, had a number of priorities that we've been trying to accomplish over those days. The first one of those priorities was to confirm that there's no further threat. I think we've completed.
You cannot cure autism.
The second was to positively identify the suspect.
And why are you bringing this up?
That today, I can confirm that that is Matthew Livelsberger. We also wanted to confirm that there were no other actors involved in this incident. I believe we've done that. You'll hear much more about that as we move forward today. We've also today, I'm going to be able to share with you some of what we believe to be his plans and motives as to why he conducted this attack. Now, before we go on, I want to just address a couple of things.
What did you say? I forgot.
I want you to know that we're very well aware of a podcast that's going around today and the contents of the letter in that podcast. And I just want you to understand that since we've been conducting these press conferences, I have only given you information that we have verified and deemed to be factually accurate. We've been aware of that document for a while now, and we still have not completely gone all the way through that and verified that entirely. We are in one of the two telephones and one laptop. So one telephone and one laptop that we still have not been able to get into. There is one cell phone that we are getting into, and I can tell you that we are barely scratching the surface and almost hourly receiving additional information requiring substantial investigative effort on the part of this joint investigation between ourselves, the FBI, and the ATF. And so, again, while I understand all of that is out there, I believe it is our responsibility to give you what we know to be a fact, and that is what I will continue to do as we move forward.
Can't eat that much
A couple
bread.
of questions came up in regards to the positive identification of the suspect in the vehicle. I want to give you a couple of photographs as to what it was that we had some conversation around, because there's some tattoo comparisons that we needed to do. And in those tattoo comparisons, in this particular photograph, you can see a tiger tattoo, and there's a secondary tattoo on the stomach that the wife had told us about. You can see that some of it is burnt, some of it is not burnt, and while the body was still in the vehicle, we were unable to identify those specific tattoos until we were able to remove some of it. Secondarily to that, there's also a surveillance photograph that we obtained of our subject in Colorado wearing that very distinctive brown jacket. You'll see that a little bit later here in some of the photographs that one of the assistant sheriffs is going to talk to you about. There's also a lot of conversation that I hear out there about the fact that the identifications, the credit cards, and the number of things that I provided to you previously did not show up as burnt in the explosion in the vehicle. And so I did think it was important for me to address a couple of those issues so you understand where we're at. That's a photograph of the wallet. It's a leather wallet. Clearly it's burnt up pretty well. However, that wallet was found in the back seat under some debris in the vehicle, and it contained, you'll see in this photograph, the credit cards, a photograph, and a number of other pieces of identifying information. The military identification that I initially told you about was also located within inches of the wallet. And you'll see much of this stuff does have some burn damage on it. The passport that I described to all of you was found in the back, in the bed of the truck under debris as well, and you'll see a photograph of that in there. I also had mentioned to you that we were going to be doing dental records to identify the subject in the vehicle. The Department of Defense provided those dental records to us. We then forwarded them to the coroner, and the coroner also provided a positive identification for us. Finally, we had also requested DNA from the family, which was provided to us, and it matched to our suspect.
Wow.
We then, of course, had now confirmed fully his identity to you. There has been, again, a tremendous amount of investigative effort that has been conducted now, and I'm going to introduce to you Assistant Sheriff Dory Corrin to go over some of the extensive investigation that has occurred. Dory?
Good afternoon. I'm Assistant Sheriff Dory Corrin. I oversee our Homeland Security and Investigative Services Group, which includes our counterterrorism unit that's been working around the clock on this investigation. I just want to briefly share a few updates on some of the areas to include the operational activity that led up to this incident, a little bit of information on the post-blast investigation as we know it today, and then finally some of the information that we're discovering most recently about motives and plans to give you some insight on why this individual committed the act that he committed. To begin, just with the operational activity, the sheriff yesterday talked about the route that the suspect took to get to Las Vegas. We used a lot of this information to be able to track down video surveillance footage around different locations, as well as financial records, as well as call data records, as well as looking at the Tesla charging stations to be able to determine exactly which route the individual took, but more importantly, that it was the individual that we've identified, as well as the only individual in the vehicle during the path that he took to Las Vegas. As you'll see here in this video here at one of the charging stations, there's just one example. You'll see our suspect here. He'll exit the vehicle. He'll walk around the vehicle at different times. At one point, you're going to see that he opens the door of the vehicle. He retrieves a coat. He puts that coat on, and you're going to see that at different parts to include the photo that the sheriff talked about just a few minutes ago. We use this video information as well as what I said earlier about the financial records in terms of purchases being made with different credit cards, call data records, a video canvas at multiple locations, trying to use all of that to corroborate that the individual that we've identified is the same individual that drove that Tesla during that route that we've identified to Las Vegas. In addition to that, we also talked about the names that were recovered. There were 2 phones that we recovered from the vehicle. Both phones were damaged. We are still trying to access the data in one of the phones, but we have been fortunate in our team, which is second to none, has done a really good job accessing the data in one of the phones that was recovered.
I'll be
You
back
can see the
later,
phone here
guys.
in the
I'll see you
vehicle.
guys at 8
It's very
o'clock.
burnt
Bye.
from the outside. You can see another image here. But we're able to take this phone and be able to